Hello, this is cjhoyle. Today is Wednesday, November the 2nd, 2022, and right now I'm riding my bike through the University of Guelph Campus, just about to pass the Griffin Center Arena. And in this video, I'm going to be riding my bike and giving a narrated tour as I make my way from here at the University of Guelph down into downtown Guelph. So the beginning of the ride will be through the campus, and right now, starting from that arena, I'm heading in the southwest direction. And I've chosen a relatively straightforward route to get there because I'm not very familiar with this area. I've just come here for the day to visit. I live in the city of Toronto, so I actually took the GO train out to Guelph this morning, and I'm making my way back towards the downtown because that's where I'll be catching the train to get back home. You can see there's lots of people out walking, enjoying this quite unseasonably warm day here on early November. I'm actually wearing shorts and a t-shirt right now, which is kind of unheard of at this time of year, but I'm certainly not going to complain. Not entirely sure that I'm allowed to be riding my bike on this pathway here just because I don't see anyone else doing it, but of course I'm going nice and slow to keep everybody safe. And I'm making my way towards a road called Gordon Road, which I'll be turning right onto, and then we'll head kind of in the northwest direction. The grid of roads here in Guelph, the roads are kind of built in a pretty, uniform grid where most roads meet each other at 90 degrees, but that grid is sort of shifted about 45 degrees from the north-south direction. So everything is sort of diagonal. So you're always, going northwest or southwest or northeast or southeast. So this road here actually is Gordon Road, so I'll be making a right turn here. I had to double check that because there was no sign saying so, and like I said, I'm not familiar with this area. One of the reasons I came to Guelph today, one of the reasons is just because it's a place that I haven't spent a lot of time in, and just somewhere that I can get to relatively easily, and just somewhere fun to explore. But the other thing that kind of drew me specifically to Guelph is that the University of Guelph has an Arboretum, which is just beyond the outside of there. I guess it's part of the campus, but it's right next to the campus. And an Arboretum is a place where it's a living museum of trees. So it's got, a large collection of lots of different varieties of trees, and many of the trees are labeled so you can read about them and learn about them. And trees is a hobby that I've really gotten into in the last couple of years, learning about how to identify trees, and I figured better come and check out the Guelph Arboretum, and so I did that before starting this video, and really was impressed by it. I definitely will want to come back here again, hopefully in the summer. The only disadvantage of coming this time of the year is that a lot of the trees had already lost their leaves. So as far as being able to identify them myself, I wasn't really able to because, leaves are a big part of tree identification. But like I said, still have loved my day coming here and exploring. And so by the route that I took to get to the Arboretum was a different way. So this is actually my first time riding along here. So the University of Guelph was founded in 1964, and it has a current student population of about 30,000, I believe. So it's a fairly, average-sized Ontario university. There are bigger ones and there are smaller ones. And the city of Guelph, which of course is where the university was built within, and it's where the downtown that we're heading towards was European settlement of Guelph began in the 1820s, and it has a current population of about 145,000 people. And this Gordon Road that I'm riding on, you can see it's got a painted bike lane on it, which I do appreciate. I think it's important, especially with the campus being there. You know, presumably plenty of students travel back and forth between the university and the downtown on a fairly regular basis. I imagine there are students that probably live downtown as well that commute to the campus every day. You can see a Go bus over there on the left, just going past us. And up ahead, we're about to go over a river, and this river is called the Speed River. And kind of probably out of frame right now, but over towards the right is actually the merger of two rivers. It's where another river joins the Speed River. That other river is called the Aramosa River. And Guelph was established at the meeting point of those two rivers, the forks. So now you can see we're definitely more towards the downtown of Guelph. And my first time really visiting Guelph was back in 2018. I did a bike tour through this area, and I camped just outside of Guelph, but I came into Guelph in the evening to find somewhere to have dinner. And I was really impressed by all the old historic buildings that they have here in Guelph. It's about to cross Wellington Street on, I think I called this Gordon Road earlier. This is actually Gordon Street. I just saw on a sign there. See that really big church straight ahead. Looks like it's got some rehabilitation work on the two towers there at the top currently. But if I recall, that church is quite old. I mean, it certainly looks it, but I just remember reading up on it the last time that I visited Guelph. And there's our green light to continue. And up ahead you can see there's a bridge that we're going to go underneath of. That's the railway tracks. And they of course connect up with the Guelph Central train station, which is just a short distance towards our right beyond that bridge. And that's where I'll be heading soon after I finish recording this video to catch my train back. And those tracks continue on in the other direction towards the left, and they go, well, the GO train line goes as far as Kitchener, but they also have a service to London, Ontario, which I took around this time last year actually. I did an overnight trip for a couple of days to London, Ontario. I made a series of videos while I was there. So that was sort of part of an inspiration to come and do this here today, to take the GO train somewhere and go and explore. Looks like we're going to go under a pedestrian bridge here. This is McDonald Street that we're about to cross, and here you can start to see some of the old stone buildings of downtown Guelph. And the street has actually changed names. Like I said, we were on Gordon Street, but up ahead it becomes Norfolk Street. Now I figure I'll go a couple more blocks through downtown and then we'll wrap things up. But yeah, what a beautiful day to be out bike riding. And yeah, so one of the reasons why I came here on a weekday was because the GO train only runs, I believe, well, I mean, I know for sure that there's no service on the weekends here, or at least not in the direction that I want to go. That's the tricky thing about the GO train on some of these commuter lines, is that they put in a GO train with stations and everything, but they only really intended them to be used for commuters who want to go into the city, into downtown Toronto, starting from out here, somewhere outside of the downtown. So there's lots of options of trains if you're here in the morning and want to go downtown, but for me who lives, you know, in the downtown core, there's a lot fewer options of trains that leave in the morning to go out of the city to places like Guelph. I believe there was only, well, certainly in the AM, there was only one option for me that it left at about 9:30 or so. And for going back in the afternoon, there's only one. It leaves here at about 3. And if I miss that one, then the next one doesn't go downtown until like 9 p.m. or something. So it's quite a big gap. Of course, they do run buses and things, which you can take instead. But with my particular bike that I have, it doesn't really, the buses that they have don't accommodate my recumbent bike. So I came here on a weekday. I had some vacation left to the end of the year, so today is one of the days that I've decided to take off. Actually, why don't I just make a right turn here and we'll head this way, more towards where I'm actually going, to the station. But my plan was really just to sort of give you a sense of what downtown Guelph looks like. I didn't really have any particular street chosen, although I did kind of like staying on Norfolk and Gordon because it did have a bike lane, but not an awful lot of traffic on this street here, so should be fine. The GO train ride from Toronto to Guelph is about an hour and a half, so it's a comfortable distance to sit on a train for. See lots of school children running down the street over there. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed joining me on this narrated tour here today. If you watched all the way to the end of this video, I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comment section below. And thanks for watching.